last updated. It's definitely been the best tried, $2.90. And what's happening with Courage Under Fire? He's kicked out a little bit, $1.70. I think he was $1.60 last time we looked. But Super Tab and Uni Tab, he's hit black and white odds. All clear at Kev.
Here's the gate rolling. Moving up now, Courage Under Fire out wide. Baron Boy safe and sound. Prodigious, Lucky Ardrey. Trois Frères, Mon Amigo, Pick Me Pockets, and the inside is Big Town Walton. Moving up for a start. Thanks, John. The gate moving off here. Courage Under Fire at $1.70. Safe and sound, $2.90. Third pick, $7.40. Big Town Walton. All set. Ready to go. Lights on, they're off. Baron Boy eases out of it. The start, Lucky Ardrey in the centre's the best to begin. Safe and sound went away fast. Courage Under Fire back a little worse than midfield earlier. Safe and sound goes to the front. Takes over from Lucky Ardrey. Big Town Walton and Pick Me Pockets. Prodigious wider out. Courage Under Fire is slotted into the running line very early. Gets into the 1-1 at the moment. Over on the inside, Mon Amigo. Second last coming down the side, Trois Frères, and 2 lengths away is Baron Boy. Coming up to the turn now, and Safe and Sound leads the way by a couple of lengths on Lucky Ardrey. Pick Me Pockets and Prodigious is trapped deep. Courage Under Fire's in a trail next on the outside. Around Big Town Walton, who's got 3 back. The pegs a length off Trois Frères on the outside of Mon Amigo. And 2 lengths to Baron Boy as they come down to the judge. Well, that first quarter is a fast 27.8. Safe and Sound the leader. 3/4 of a length, Prodigious and Lucky Ardrey the inside. Pick Me Pockets the 1-1. Big Town Walton on the pegs, 3 back. 1 to Courage Under Fire. He's 6th on the outside of Mon Amigo. Trois Frères is second last, and a length away at the tail of the field is Baron Boy. 30.5, they slackened off a bit that quarter as they run into the back. The half in 58.3. Safe and Sound led them. He's a length to Prodigious and Lucky Ardrey. Pick Me Pockets the 1-1 around Big Town Walton. Here comes Courage Under Fire. He's off now. Big Pick Me Pockets came out in front of him, puts him 4 wide out of the back. Trois Frères makes some ground, and then Mon Amigo and Baron Boy. Safe and Sound the leader, giving them plenty to chase, but here comes Courage. He's moved to second. Third, Lucky Ardrey around the outside. Trois Frères runs on well. Big Town Walton getting up on the inside. That quarter in 28.6 down the back. Courage Under Fire trying to get on turns with Safe and Sound, who's going as well as him on the turn. Third is Lucky Ardrey, then Big Town Walton and Pick Me Pockets. Trois Frères copped a check in the straight. It's Safe and Sound. Courage Under Fire's after him on the outside. Safe and Sound in front. Little Courage, he puts his head in front now. Courage Under Fire takes the lead from Safe and Sound, and Big Town Walton and Courage Under Fire coasts home with something up his sleeve. Second, Safe and Sound. Big Town Walton third. Lucky Ardrey fourth. Then Mon Amigo, Pick Me Pockets, followed in by Baron Boy, Prodigious, and Trois Frères was last. 28 the last quarter, the time 1:55.1. Too good, Courage Under Fire. Brian Hancock, I think he had something up his sleeve on the line too. He didn't even pull the stick on him. He just coasted past Safe and Sound and won very impressively. And Big Town Walton getting up for third. Another good run from him ahead of Lucky Ardrey. 1:55.1 for the mile. The quarter's 27.8, 30.5, 28.6, 28, 56.6 the last half, 9, 7 and 1. And the winner to pay 180, 104, 140 for second and 160 for third. 9, 7, 1 with 5 getting fourth. And that was Lucky Ardrey, who ran a good race after firing out of the gate. And he was able to get into a good spot. Courage Under Fire. Hancock was able to slot him into a trail despite the wide alley. And he was still giving Safe and Sound a fair start at the bell.
And he's now 1-2 into Dominion heats with 1 round remaining. Courage Under Fire, and he's done it fairly comfortably tonight. Brian hasn't really had to knock him about to win that one tonight in 1:55.1. We'll talk more about Courage Under Fire and Heat 4 after this one at Ipswich. And for first 4 punters in New South Wales, Lucky Ardrey was 4th, and the dividend was $158.70. Tailor-Made Lombo, $11, down to 5 Joe Fess, $7.40, and then over to Shaker Maker, and that's where most of the money is, $1.10. The 4th in 14 minutes' time. Darren Hancock's big hope for the Inter-Dominion Series this year is Joe Fess, who goes around in the next heat. Darren Hancock is speaking with Sam Natai.
Darren, the last time you produced Joe Fess up here, he went like a bomb. He only finished second, but he went great.
Yeah, he did. The big track sort of suits him, and yeah, he hadn't drawn too bad tonight, and hopefully I can get across a few of them.
A little tight on Friday night. Was that expected?
Yeah, it was, really. He just he done too good on me since I've been home from Melbourne, and yeah, he's a bit sharper tonight, so hopefully we'll run a good race.
Talking about being sharp, he nearly crossed Courage Under Fire in that Newcastle mile we've already spoken of. Do you plan to go forward again tonight?
Oh, yeah, I have to go forward. I looked at the inside horses. They come out fair, so, you know, I'll be going forward. He's got enough gate speed to get across, and we'll go forward anyway.
You won the Victoria Cup leading. Can they get around you if you find the top?
Oh, if he finds the top on this track, you know, it'll make it hard for him.
Persistency coming in. Double Identity, Living Angel, Joe Fess, Zaganov Lee's Amir. Home for Christmas and Shaker Maker the outside. All set. Ready to go. Line's good. They're off. And away well in the centre, Joe Fess, he sped out, going out pretty quickly too, was Living Angel, and Amir wider out and very wide on the track, coming across too as Home for Christmas. But Joe Fess has got the speed out of the gate tonight to cross to the pegs and lead, but Home for Christmas going right on with it to take him on. And they get clear at Tailor-Made Lombo, and on the outside then a little bit wider Zaganov Lee's, Living Angels in the centre. And then Amir and Persistency, Shaker Maker second last, and Double Identity was last. Joe Fess has been able to keep the lead, and around the turn leads narrowly from Zaganov Lee's up to second. Amir's right off the track, being taken back to last. Tailor-Made Lombo behind the leader, and 1-1 at the moment, Home for Christmas. Persistency over on the inside. He's going forward again on Amir, and then Living Angel, Shaker Maker's now coming out 3 wide, and Double Identity is last of all. Down to the judge in 27-3. Joe Fess the leader. Amir on the outside goes up to second. Tailor-Made Lombo tracks the leader. Shaker Maker's being sent forward quickly now by John Justice. He's rushing up 3 wide to join the leaders. In the centre, Zaganov Lee's, Persistency 3 back the pegs. A length to Home for Christmas. Second last, Double Identity. And Living Angel is last. 31 won the second quarter, the half 58-4. Joe Fess in front tonight. From on the outside, Shaker Maker and Tailor-Made Lombo behind the leader. Amir is 1-1 and then Persistency. And the next one is Zaganov Lee's around Double Identity. Home for Christmas and Living Angels gone back to last. Out of the back, and it's Joe Fess by a half to Shaker Maker, who's out after him on the outside. Tailor-Made Lombo parked on their backs as third, followed the outside next by Amir. Persistency and Zaganov Lee's were next. Down the back in 29.3, approaching the turn, Joe Fess and Shaker Maker locked together. Tailor-Made Lombo can't get out from Amir, and then out wider Home for Christmas and Living Angel, but Shaker Maker's raced up to Joe Fess. Joe Fess about a head in front. Shaker Maker trying to get to him. Tailor-Made Lombo into the clear. Joe Fess just in front. Shaker Maker's got to pull out everything to get him. He dives at him and got him on the line. Shaker Maker got there to beat Joe Fess, Tailor-Made Lombo and Persistency. Double Identity behind them from Amir, and then came Zaganov Lee's Home for Christmas and Living Angel as last. 28-1 final quarter. 155.9. Last half 57.4. And Shaker Maker's got up to beat Joe Fess right on the line. Tailor-Made Lombo home for third, ahead of Persistency. Shaker Maker 150, 120. Joe Fess 130. Tailor-Made Lombo $1.50. Persistency has run fourth. The time is 155.9. And the quarters 27.3, 31.1, 29.3 and 28.1. 57.4 the last half. He's got there Shaker Maker. Joe Fess fired out of the gate tonight. 27.3 first quarter. He went out brilliantly to lead them. And Shaker Maker went up to join him at the 800 metres. He's gone home too well. And Tailor-Made Lombo, another good run for third ahead of Persistency. 9, 5, 1 and 2. The other two numbers to come up for the superfecta as we check the totes.
Shaker Maker for John Justice, Joe Fess and Tailor-Made Lombo, the 951 trifecta, $7.20. Stars and Stripes, Seals to Sam, Wally Walton and Lombo Rapider, 9, 3, 5 and 2. And 960 Lombo Repeater, 480 Seals to Stam, 24 Johnny Wizard, 470 Wally Walton, another party 42, Black Duke 50 and Sockiola at 35. And Stars and Stripes, $1.80. And Stars and Stripes made a huge impression on Australian punters on Friday night, winning at Harold Park in terrific style and returning to his best form. Adam Hamilton chats with the driver, Ken Barron.
Ken Barron was a star, at least in the driver and trainer ranks, so to speak, on the first night of the Inter-Dominion Series. He's come up to Newcastle, not quite as busy night. He's just linking up with Stars and Stripes tonight, and he was a revelation on night one. I've known you for a while. I don't think I've ever seen you happier.
Yeah, I was just very pleased for him to be back at him. You know, in the back of your mind, you think it's all there, but until it comes to fruition on race night, you don't really know.
Well, we actually saw a little bit of a different side of the horse as well, because you used him a little bit early to get a position, but it didn't stop him finishing off the race as good as any horse did on the night.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, John and I were always very confident he could do that. A lot of people thought he only had one string to his bow, but no, his key is following, but, you know, he showed what he can do.
Major hurdle-less barrier draw tonight outside of the front row. He's a horse that hasn't shown gate speed in the past.
No, it's a long way out, and you know, it's the middle of a big week, so I think, you know, we'll stick to what he likes the best, and hopefully the race unfolds.
I'm a little bit worried that you could get too far back tonight. Interested in your thoughts on this. I think your chances almost depend on what your rivals do, more so than what you can do yourself.
Yeah, it's amazing you're worried, Adam. Yeah, I'm worried. That's, you know, there's two things that worry me. One is the distance he'll be from the leaders turning in, and the prospect of too slow a run race. That is what undoes him invariably at home.
One thing, if he is close enough, that finishing burst of his, look out leaders.
Yeah, I think he can actually finish quicker than he did at Harold Park, because he won't be doing the early work. So, I mean, I'm just going to play it by ear. I mean, the horse is there to win, and I hope he can, and for the punters and everyone.
Just a very quick word on Special Force as well. Have you had any contact with the McGowan since?
No, I haven't. No, I just spoke to Claire after the race, and just a little bit concerned about him getting on the right rein. So hopefully she can help us with that midweek. So we'll see Friday night.
Look forward to that. Good luck with Stars and Stripes tonight, Ken.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
There's Ken Barron joining us. He's taking the drive on this rejuvenated pacer who, as a 3-year-old, won 4 Derby crowns.
Yes, Stars and Stripes $1.80 at the moment for the next at Newcastle. Gate 9 has provided the first 2 heat winners tonight. Courage Under Fire won heat 4, which was the first of tonight's heats, and Shaker Maker from 9 won heat number 5. Stars and Stripes has got that saddlecloth in the next. Let's go back to Newcastle.
A tired horse up the home straight. Some query whether he can do it again tonight, but I guess he might give it a try.
I was trying to work out straight. Here's Kevin Thompson.
Field coming up well behind the gate as they turn into the back straight. Just about set now. Black Duke about a half length back off the gate, but he's coming up to Philly's position. They're set. They're off. Seals to Sam, brilliantly away near the inside, goes straight to the front and will lead early from out wide. Socchiola going out fast, just behind them early Wally Walton, and crossing to the inside then is Johnny Wizard from Lombo Rapido, another party. Black Duke second last, and Stars and Stripes is last. Seals to Sam goes to the lead early. From Socchiola, Johnny Wizard on the inside, and Wally Walton comes out from the 1-1, goes up 3 wide, and then Lombo Rapido over on the inside of another party, about 2 to Black Duke, and 2 lengths away last is Stars and Stripes. Seals to Sam into the straight the first time, leading from Wally Walton, going up quickly on the outside now. The first quarter took them 28-3, and down the running it Seals to Sam from Wally Walton. Behind the leader third as they come to the bell, Johnny Wizard, 1 out and 1 back, Socchiola, 5th the pegs, Lombo Rapido, another party, 3 back on the outside from Black Duke, and Stars and Stripes is last. Past the bell, Seals to Sam from Wally Walton on his outside. Johnny Wizard is third. Socchiola 4th. 50 inside. Lombo Rapido awkwardly positioned. A length to another party, and Black Duke and Stars and Stripes whips them in. Into the back now. That second quarter was slower there. 31.6. The half in 59.9. Seals to Sam into the back. Leads Wally Walton on the outside. Behind the leader, Johnny Wizard pocketed. 1 out, 1 back as Socchiola from Lombo Rapido, another party. Black Duke comes out 3 wide, and Stars and Stripes gets right onto his back now. Down to the 500 metres. It Seals to Sam, 3/4 on. Wally Walton, Johnny Wizard the inside. Socchiola is 1-1, and around them Black Duke, Stars and Stripes coming home on the back of him. Lombo Rapido awkwardly placed on the inside, and another party was last of all. 30.1 the quarter. Seals to Sam a half length on Wally Walton. A length away is Johnny Wizard and Black Duke. Stars and Stripes still 3 lengths off them. Lombo Rapido's gone back to last. Into the straight, Seals to Sam just in front of Wally Walton coming after him. Stars and Stripes unbeaten. winding down the outside from Johnny Wizard. Seals to Sam in front. Wally Walton coming at him with Stars and Stripes late on the outside. Stars and Stripes flying at Seals to Sam. They hit it close. Oh, it's very tight here. Stars and Stripes or Seals to Sam either way. Between them, Wally Walton third from Johnny Wizard. Then Socchiola, another party, Lombo Rapida and Black Duke in the final quarter. Look at that, sizzling. 27.5, the mile 157.7. The slowest of the heats so far, but by far the quickest quarter, home in 27.5. What does Stars and Stripes come home in? He's lunged at Seals to Sam. They're wide apart. And the number goes to 9. Stars and Stripes, Ken Barron. 9's got up to win from 3 Seals to Sam and 5 Wally Walton. Quarters 28.3, 31.6, 30.1 and 27.5, 57.6 the last half, 157.7 for the mile, and Stars and Stripes has made it, the 3 heat winners from Friday night have won the 3 heats so far tonight. All out of the 9 gate, and 3 heat winners have remained undefeated in the 2 series so far. 9.35. Here are the tote dividends. 240, 140, 160 and 160. Quinella $6, Exacta $5.60, Trifecta $27.
All right, thanks, Kev. Quite extraordinary, isn't it, that there's only been 3 individual heat winners this year. Courage Under Fire, Shaker Maker and Stars and Stripes are the only horses to have won into Dominion heats. However, there will be one more because there's 4 heats tonight at Newcastle, and the next race is Heat 7 of the Inter Dominion, featuring Smooth Satin, At It Again, Darubulji. It's a pretty good lineup in heat number 7. Race 9, Gosford in 2-7. Here's Sam at Newcastle.
Ken, let's be honest, mathematically speaking, he was not entitled to win that race.
No, Sam, I guess worst fear came true. The very slow run race, a little bit disappointing, but, you know, he's still got the result.
27.5 leader to leader last quarter. He must have run 27 seconds.
Yeah, probably a little better, and I got wide on the corner, but, yeah, he's starting to stretch out again.
That smile, that sneaky little Kiwi smile has just come to the fore there. This horse is flying.
Yeah, he is, but I still think it's going to come down to the barrier draw.
With his acceleration, I guess one thing you've got in your favour if the barriers go against you is he can sit back in the field and come quickly.
Yeah, well, you know, when the big money's up, there's a couple might undo themselves.
Have you driven a loser yet this carnival?
No.
Yeah, well done. Hope it keeps going for you. There you go, Matthew, Ken Barron. Once again, victorious with Stars and the Stripes.
Yes, he drove 2 winners on Friday night. He also drove a trotting heat winner with Special Force. So things are going particularly well for Ken Barron. Now, race 9, left, right, out, ran a pretty fair race on Friday night. Emma Turnbull has the drive tonight. She's with Sam Nathai.
Emma left right out on Friday night. Didn't finish as close to the winner as you would have liked, missing out on some points, but the run very good.
Yeah, I was very happy with the run. You know, got 7th, so we missed out on a few valuable points, but hopefully he can make up for it tonight.
I think he can. He's got the right draw, and he will appreciate the mile. Great high speed.
Yeah, he does. If they just run him a bit silly, he'll be right there over the top of them.
Sure, when you looked at the field, you would have thought, OK, Uncle Steve will lead. At It Again will be outside. I can be right on Smooth Satin's back, but a little bit concerned about the inside barriers here tonight.
Yeah, I've watched all the heats, and so far the one hasn't been getting out, like Taylor made Lombo. She got crossed, and I thought that she'd hold the lead, so it'll be interesting to what happens in our heat.
I reckon that'll still be plan A, though.
Definitely.
How's the Drivers' Series going? You're representing New South Wales in the Young Drivers' Championship?
Yeah, it's going well. Running about midfield at the moment, but having a great time.
Yeah, they tell me the social activities have been OK, though.
Yeah, they haven't been too bad.
Well, hopefully you can celebrate even better with the win left right out. He's beaten Smooth Satin 3 times. I think it's a statistic that's well worth mentioning.
Oh, definitely. He just needs that ounce of luck, and he'll be right over the top of them at the end.
Now, race 8 at Ipswich, they're about to that very shortly, picking up 16 points. Now, let's return to Newcastle. Steve Turnbull is partnering Smooth Satin, who's got gate 1 in the next heat. Adam Hamilton chats with Steve Turnbull.
Steve Turnbull is here, of course, tonight, part of the Inter Dominion series with Smooth Satin. And Steve, probably not the start you were hoping for at Harold Park the other night, but it's onwards and upwards, and at least you've got barrier 1 tonight.
Yeah, that's right. We won't have to work as hard anyhow, and just hope we can punch out and be level with them.
Obviously, you would want to hold the lead if you can.
Yeah, without killing him, but hopefully we can keep him out and it's that long since I've punched him right out. I don't know how quick he'd be out.
And barrier one, I mean, we've already seen here tonight, it's half a trick barrier one, but I guess you've got your main danger as far as leading goes in At It Again, drawn right next door. That must be some help.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know about Go the Moose and a few of those out wide or how quick they are, but my main danger's right next to me, so we'll get some gauge going out of the gate.
You didn't quite have an ideal preparation to Friday. The horse took a little while to get accustomed to the water in different surrounds, but the vibe is you've picked up well for this.
Well, that was after Friday, but no, that wasn't really a problem. He just didn't like that water. We went and got tank water and he went straight into it. So, but he's been drinking more than enough this week. Yeah, and he's very fresh in himself, so we're hoping everything's on target.
Right, that's a pretty good sign. And just for those people at home, you've actually helped the horse get through the series. You haven't gone right back to Bathurst. You've stayed at Cindy and Peter Rixon's, of course, just well, a little bit closer to town anyway.
Yeah, that's right. It only took us 3 hours to come up instead of 5, and we didn't have the big mountain to go over, so we're hoping that'll benefit him. And mid-trip home was only an hour and a half. I think the other night would have been 3 and a bit the other way, so yeah, we've cut his travelling down a lot and he's settled in beautiful, so we couldn't ask for anything else at the moment.
Thanks as always. Good luck tonight, Steve.
Good on you, mate. Thanks a lot.
Steve Turnbull joining us, talking about Smooth Satin, who will vie for favouritism with At It Again in race 7.
And at the moment, Adam, Smooth Satin is certainly holding favouritism, in fact, by a very clear margin. $1.40 Smooth Satin, At It Again $2.70, and that's really about the story of things. 23 left right out, 53 for Darubulji, and the rest of the field are 100 to 1 or better. It's that clear cut, this one. Western Light there, number 9, at $115. But Smooth Satin 140 and At It Again 270. And they're about to head out for Heat 7 of the Inter-Dominion. So, Sam, it's been 3 out of 3 for favourites so far in the first 3 heats, and punters have got it down to 2 definite hopes here, 1 and 2. Yeah. Inter-Dominion coming up, and Sam reporting there's very little between this pair on track, but TAB punters are very keen on Smooth Satin, although kicking out to 180 now, and At It Again $2.10. Third pick, left right out at $13 at each way odds at the moment. They're at the start and they're about to call them up. Ipswich race
from Friday night, all winning again tonight. Blistering last quarter there by Stars and Stripes to probably break 27, and getting up in the last stride to beat Seals to Sam and Wally Walton. And of course he went 157.7, but to Courage Under Fire went 155.1 and Shaker Maker 155.9. Now they're being called up for a start in Heat 7. Right, Dean about to move forward. 7th heat, and really a match race. Smooth Satin 180, At It Again 210. Left right out is the third pick at $11 and 36 for Darubulji. And then you're getting into the real bolters, 50 to 1 and upwards. Gobamoosh, Western Light, Shy Ticket, Trip to Heaven. So the lead will be interesting here to see what does lead. Gobamoosh flew out to lead at Harold Park on Friday night in his heat, compounded. Finished up at the tail of the field and then was diagnosed as being lame on the night by the vets, and he then passed the fitness test over the weekend to allow him to start tonight. But he does fly the gate. He might come out fast. At It Again also gets out pretty quick, and Smooth Satin the inside of them. So it'll be interesting early. Coming up now. Gate is rolling for a start. This is Heat 7, Smooth Satin, the inside runner. Western Light, the outside, as Shy Ticket comes up. Trip to Heaven, Cam's Place Alec. Gobamoosh, Darubulji, left right out, At It Again, and Smooth Satin. They're all set now. Final heat tonight. They're ready to go as the mobile turns into the back. They're all set. Ready. They're racing. Smooth Satin has gone away pretty well with At It Again, but they won't match Gobamoosh, who absolutely flies the gate, and Gobamoosh is going to cross Smooth Satin to lead easily. At It Again on the outside early, about 2 to left, right out, and then on the inside, Cam's Place Alec, followed by Darubalji, Trip to Heaven. Well back is Shy Ticket, and Western Light went back to last. Gobamoosh the leader. At It Again's going up to take him on now. 2 away to Smooth Satin, 2.5 left, right out around Cam's Place Alec, and then a gap to Darubalji. Shy Ticket a long way back on the inside of Trip to Heaven, and Western Light last. Well, Gobamoosh is keeping the lead here. The Bolter has held them out now. Leads At It Again, posted outside of him, and Smooth Satin straight into the 1-1. Cam's Place Alec goes up behind the leader, and then comes left, right out around Darubalji from Shy Ticket. Second last on the outside is Trip to Heaven, and a length to Western Light. The first quarter was a very fast 27.3, equal to the fastest of the night. As the roughy Gobamoosh is the leader. At It Again's got to do it outside of him tonight. Cam's Place Alec, the leader's back, and Smooth Satin is parked in the box seat right on the back of At It Again. Darubalji over on the inside from left, right out, and then Shy Ticket. Second last on the outside as they head down the back. The last time here was Trip to Heaven, and Western Light whipping them in with that quarter in 31.7. The half there in 58 as they run up the back straight, and the leader is Gobamoosh out by a length to At It Again, who's done it tough on the outside. The leader's back is Cam's Place Alec. Smooth Satin parked ready to pounce, tucked up by left, right out. Darubalji on the inside, and then Trip to Heaven and Shy Ticket and Western Light are the last pair. 29.9 was the quarter, and it's Gobamoosh a half length to At It Again. Smooth Satin about to be wound up on the inside. Cam's Place Alec, and then left, right out into Darubalji. Gobamoosh led for home. At It Again on the outside under pressure. He's struggling. Smooth Satin's gone past him. Wider out, left, right out. Gobamoosh in front, but here comes Smooth Satin. Smooth Satin sprints to the lead. Oh, he's coming away. Left, right out, running on well, but Smooth Satin beat left, right out. Close for third, Gobamoosh or Darubalji, and they're followed by Cam's Place Alec, Western Light, well back Shy Ticket, and At It Again at the tail with Trip to Heaven. 27.6 the final quarter, 156.6 for the mile. Smooth Satin had the good run in the race, 1-1. He was parked there, ready to pounce, and that's what he did. When At It Again dropped off sharply, Smooth Satin raced up, hit the front, and then left, right out was out chasing, but Smooth Satin was holding him safely on the line. And Gobamoosh has held on for third on the inside ahead of Darubalji. And At It Again, dropping right out of the race to finish at the tail with his stablemate Trip to Heaven. So he has been a disappointment in that race, At It Again, but he was posted in a fast run race and pretty hard out there when they're going that fast. And Smooth Satin, I suppose, looked the winner a long way from home. He'll pay $1.90 and $1.10. Left, right out, he'll pay $1.90. And officially third is 5, Gobamoosh. He'll pay $4.60, and fourth has gone to Darubalji. So it's 1, 3, 5 and 4. They're official now. 1, 3, 5 and 4. 2 metres, 1 1/4 metres. 156.6, 27.3 the first quarter. 31.7, 29.9 and 27.6 the final quarter.
Righto, Kev, thanks. Super Tab, $2, $1.10 Smooth Satin, 2.20 left, right out, 4.60 Gobamoosh, 10.10 Cornella, 13.30 Exacta, 153.80 the trifecta. Ran a pretty fair race on Friday behind Stars and Stripes Smooth Satin, but a win tonight will certainly please his trainer driver, Steve Turnbull. Now, race 7 of the Inter-Dominion, and Sam Natai spoke with Steve Turnbull as the horse returned to scale.
Stevie, you were unhappy with your drive on Friday night, but I don't think you'd be too upset by that, Jim.
Yeah, that was a bit of a wake-up, that one.
Had to come off early when Gobamoosh crossed.
Yeah, well, when Dennis was thing, I would have probably snuck up in the deaf seat anyhow, but everything worked out beautiful. He
Took a while to wind up, maybe. I know they did get a very quick last quarter, but the leader looked like he got a bit of a break on you.
Yeah, they were zipping, but I hadn't pulled the earplugs, and he was sprinting pretty quick, so I didn't worry about it.
I remember his run here in the Newcastle Mile was pretty impressive too, but good to get the win up.
That's right.
You do much with him now, between now and Friday?